If the retina degenerates for whatever reason, whether it's an injury or a natural degeneration or some type of inherited retinal dystrophy that's causing an accelerated degeneration of the cells in the retina, the visual pathway is going to be greatly impaired. And as a result, people will lose vision and have certain types of visual symptoms, like loss of peripheral field of vision, for example, loss of the ability to see fine details, such as reading people's faces, those types of symptoms. Unfortunately, the retina does not have what we call regenerative capacity, the ability to sort of heal and reproduce itself. So once it's gone, we don't know in 2022 how to regenerate it. Currently, it's a very exciting time for research involving retinal dystrophies and retinal degenerations. Clinical trials are medical trials that are tightly regulated by the FDA and various regulatory institutions to help monitor for safety very closely, but also to help determine if that particular treatment is efficacious and has some promise. Some trials are aimed at understanding the natural history of a particular disease or a particular retinal dystrophy. Other trials are designed to introduce some type of therapeutic intervention. For retinal dystrophies, trying to improve the patient's vision involves various vision restoration approaches. So things like retinal gene therapies, cell-based therapies like stem cell therapies, retinal prosthetic devices, optogenetics, those types of therapies. There are a few important points that patients need to know about clinical trials regarding retinal degenerations. The first point is that it is an experimental therapy. So it's a therapy for which we're trying to determine whether or not it actually works, and most importantly, whether or not it's safe. Additionally, it's a therapy that a patient would have access to earlier than would otherwise be available, sometimes years earlier, so that's the potential benefit to the patient. The other thing is that it greatly benefits science for patients to participate in those types of trials, because we learn for the patients what's working, what's not working, and that may help sort of guide future therapies and augment this particular therapy that's being investigated. UPMC has a very specialized retinal dystrophy clinic and service that has world-renowned experts in retinal degenerations, and really a multidisciplinary team that works together. That team is composed of retina specialists and retinal dystrophy specialists, low vision optometrists and low vision therapists, ocular genetics specialists with expertise specific for retinal dystrophies, as well as other social workers and team members that can work together. In addition, we have available very novel and very specific therapies that may not be available elsewhere.